Welcome to Find Your Daily Calm, your daily dose of calm. I hope you are seated or lying down and relaxed. Please be mindful that you should not be driving or operating any heavy equipment while listening to this podcast. Thank you, and may peace be upon you. In this episode, we feature the poetry of Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou was born Marguerite Johnson in St. Louis, Missouri on April 4, 1928. She grew up in St. Louis and Stamps, Arkansas. She was an author, poet, historian, songwriter, playwright, dancer, stage and screen producer, director, performer, singer, and civil rights activist. Among her volumes of poetry are A Brave and Startling Truth, which she read at the United Nations. Former Secretary General of the United Nations Ban Ki-moon wrote, "The United Nations owes her a particular debt of gratitude for her poem, A Brave and Startling Truth, written for the 50th anniversary of our organization. Her words on that occasion, that all have the power to fashion for this earth a climate where every man and every woman can live freely, will forever resonate at the United Nations." Her moving writing generated compassion and empowerment in her country and around the world. Today, author and sought-after speaker Jong Merida will read for us A Brave and Startling Truth by literary icon Maya Angelou.
A brave and startling truth. We, this people, on a small and lonely planet, traveling through a casual space past aloof stars, across the way of indifferent suns, to a destination where signs tell us it is possible and imperative that we learn a brave and startling truth. And when we come to it, to the day of peacemaking, when we release our fingers from fists of hostility and allow the pure air to cool our palms, when we come to it, when the curtain falls on the minstrel show of hate, and faces, soothed with scorn, are scrubbed clean, when battlefields and coliseum no longer rake our unique and particular sons and daughters up with a bruised and bloody grass to lie in identical plots in foreign soil, when the rapacious storming of the churches, the screaming racket in the temples have ceased, when the pennants are waving gaily, when the banners of the world tremble stoutly in the good, clean breeze. When we come to it, when we let the rifles fall from our shoulders and children dress their dolls in flags of truce. When landmines of death have been removed and the aged can walk into evenings of peace. When religious ritual is not perfumed by the incense of burning flesh, and childhood dreams are not kicked awake by nightmares of abuse. When we come to it, then we will confess that not the pyramids, with their stones set in mysterious perfection, nor the gardens of Babylon hanging as eternal beauty in our collective memory, not the Grand Canyon kindled into delicious color by western sunsets, nor the Danube, flowing its blue soul into Europe, not the sacred peak of Mount Fuji, stretching to the rising sun, neither Father Amazon, nor Mother Mississippi, who, without favor, nurture all creatures in the depths and on the shores. These are not the only wonders of the world. When we come to it, we this people, on this minuscule and kithless globe, who reach daily for the bomb, the blade, and the dagger, yet who petition in the dark for tokens of peace. We this people on this mote of matter, in whose mouths abide cankerous words which challenge our very existence. Yet out of those same mouths come songs of such exquisite sweetness that the heart falters in its labor and the body is quieted into awe. We this people, on this small and drifting planet, whose hands can strike with such abandon that in a twinkling life is sapped from the living, Yet those same hands can touch with such healing, irresistible tenderness that the haughty neck is happy to bow and the broad back is glad to bend. Out of such chaos, of such contradiction, we learn that we are neither devils nor divines. When we come to it, we, this people, on this wayward floating body, created on this earth of this earth, have the power to fashion for this earth a climate where every man and every woman can live freely without sanctimonious piety, without crippling fear. When we come to it, we must confess that we are the possible, we are the miraculous, the true wonder of this world. That is when, and only when, we come to it.
That was teacher and author Jong Merida reading A Brave and Startling Truth by Maya Angelou. The inspiring background music was brought to us by ARG Sound Background Music on YouTube. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Join us again on the next Find Your Daily Calm. May peace be upon you.